guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is our newsletter for the months of March and April. And we're happy to be here talking to you guys. Coffee time. Well, the first thing that I wanted to mention was like you saw in our last newsletter, Ian Johnson, one of our residents, and I, we went to Brazil for a setup trip, and we went to Rio, and we met with Miriam, our contact there, and another contact, Bruno, and just went through details, scheduling, and we're excited to go to Brazil again this year. We'll be going to Niterói, which is a town across from Rio, on the other side of the bridge, and São Gonçalo. So we'll be in São Gonçalo for the first week and Niterói for the second week. We'll be visiting a lot of projects, a lot of teams. There'll be a lot going on down there, and we'll be sharing the gospel to hundreds and if not thousands of people. So that's very exciting. That's the power of sports ministry. I mean, we will visit places that churches don't go to because we're a soccer team, and we get to share the gospel with those guys, and that's exciting. So that's preparation for the Summer Academy, our summer program with college students.
And we get to take about 40 college students this year. We have 2 full teams, which is awesome, such a huge praise.
Mm-hmm.
And what's so great about the Summer Academy is that we take kids from colleges around the U.S., but we also take kids from different countries. So a lot of times we go to a place in Brazil and there's a college soccer player there, or a kid that's in college playing for his team wherever, his club, and he sees what we're doing with the Chicago Eagles and he wants to do it. So the next summer we invite him to come. So this year we have people from Ukraine, Turkey, Brazil, and the Dominican Republic being with us for the Summer Academy. So it's just a multicultural party, if you will, and it's really fun, and it's awesome because that ripple effect goes back to their countries.
While I was in Brazil, I also had a chance to visit family, and that's always a huge blessing for those who live away from their families. It's hard sometimes, and I had a chance to hang out with my family, with my 2 nieces now and nephew, and went fishing with my dad, and did some other things. Saw all of my cousins, and spent a lot of quality time with my brother and sister, and parents, and so it's always a blessing to be back in Brazil, be back in Goiânia, visiting family.
He texted me all the pictures of all the food that he's eating that I'm not.
Right.
And the weather.
It's also a perk. Golf outing. We have our biggest fundraiser event coming up, May 11th.
That's next 2 weeks from now.
Yes, so that's coming up, and we're excited about it. It's always a great time to share about the ministry. We do need help, and these people just love the ministry, and they help us so much. We can be doing this without your support, without some of these businesses' support. So I wanted to share a story with you guys, and obviously I don't want to mention any names or anything, but 2 weeks ago, one of our players' cousin, unfortunately, he passed away from overdose, and that was, of course, really hard for the family, for our player, for us, and we don't want to see these things happening in our community at all. And during that same time, we came across a picture of 3 of our players smoking, and it broke our hearts. But at the same time, because we're their coaches, they trust us, and there's a friendship between us. We were able to talk to these guys, and obviously we're not happy with the kid passing away, but that was a huge reminder of our responsibility, just to continue to love our guys, our players, and we were able to talk to them, and we believe that it was just a change of direction for them.
They have just a level of respect for a coach, and they know that their coach is these guys, they love them and they care about them, and that's the reason
Right.
why they're coming to them and confronting them about it. So they were confronted and separately, but I think they took it really well. And from what I've heard from Cody and the other guys, that they took it really well, and they did feel bad, and more like they disappointed their coach. It's not that they were upset with them or whatever, but it was just this feeling of like guilt. But listen, there's grace, and like that's what we want our teams to be about.
Right.
And we're not going to kick you off because you messed up, you failed, but we do want you to know that there's a price to pay for that consequence. But there is grace, and we still want you a part of this team. We still love you, and kind of a do better next time sort of a talk.
Right.
So it was cool.
And we want to thank you guys, because through your support, through what you guys do for us, we're able to be there for those guys, for the teams, for the community, and though we celebrate those little things, because we believe that it means a lot to the kid, to the family, and then we know that the real transformation comes with the gospel, but we want to help as much as we can as being young men into their lives. And so continue to pray for our kids, for our neighborhood, for the community. These things unfortunately happen all the time, and we need Jesus in these communities, and you guys help us to be there and bring Jesus to them. So that's great. Support. Well, like you guys know, Nicole is gonna be leaving WA in less than a month now.
T-minus 1 month.
Right. So that's exciting. It's scary sometimes.
A little bit sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Mix of feelings, right, Nicole?
Yeah. It's hard because I've spent so much time there, and I'm so invested in the kids and the staff and everybody, and it kind of feels like you're leaving for good, but I know that I'm not. We live like 5 minutes from the high school, and I promised them I would go back to some of their games and everything. So it's hard to leave a place like that. It's such amazing community there, and I love who I've worked with. So those relationships are still good and great, and I love it. And it's just like, it's hard, it's sad when you have to move on to the next chapter, but there's also this sense of, I'm so excited to see what God's gonna do, and I'm so excited to see where He takes us this summer and beyond this summer too. It just when something feels so right, and that's exactly how I feel. I just feel so right, and it's like good timing and everything. So thank you for your prayers with that, and just pray for a good transition out, because I'll be going literally from one thing to the next. We're already in like full swing for the summer academy and doing things for that, so it'll literally be like no break, just keep going from one thing to the next. So that'll be good. But
right, and continue to pray for support. We are $1,300 a month from being fully supported. We continue to work on it, and it's an important part of our transition from her living Wheaton Academy and being both of us being in full-time ministry. So continue to pray for support.
Yes.
If you have any prospects, let us know. It's important. We need those as well. But we just want to thank you for your support, for being with us, for being part of our team. That is just awesome, and we couldn't be doing this without you. So thank you again.
Thank you so much.
We love you guys. We're approaching a really, really busy season with the summer program, going to Brazil for 2 weeks, sharing the gospel literally to thousands of people.
Yep.
So be praying for us, for safe travels, for wisdom, and for the right words to say, and for the Spirit, for this Holy Spirit to go before us and touch those people's hearts, the thousands of people that we're going to share the gospel with.
And just, if you think about it, the dates of that trip are June 1st through June 16th. So if you could be in prayer for us during that specific time, that'd be great.
Right. A lot of logistics, a group of about 50 people with staff, and a lot of traveling, and it's fun, but a lot of work as well. So keep us in your prayers.
Definitely.
Thank you. We love you guys.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.